All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Lady Charlotte. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Tough Truck Series hits Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight for a 100-lap race. It's race number 6 of the season. And it is a bumpy track. Lady Charlotte will reach out and smack you down. It's a 100-lap race. Who's got what it takes, baby, to bring home the victory here in the Tough Truck Series? There's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, Lady Charlotte's in town, and she's got something in store for you. It's Charlotte Motor Speedway, race number 6 of the Tough Truck Series. 100-lap race here tonight. Hang on, boys and girls. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Got a good one for you here tonight. Little Charlotte Motor Speedway. And excited to bring you some action here, packed action. Flag-to-flag coverage here tonight in the Tough Truck Series. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, owner of High Octane Racing League, and thanks for joining us. 100-lap race, race 6, and Charlotte is a fun one. This thing is bumpy, but it is a lot of fun, man, once you get this thing down. Stands to be a good race here tonight. A little bit of a lighter crowd here tonight. We had a time change here in the U.S., so that really hurts the Brazilian drivers there, man. It's 2 hours difference now. So what is 9 p.m. our time is 11 p.m. their time. So kind of tough there for those guys, but a fair number of them joining us tonight. And about 4 minutes left in the practice session. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. You want WordPress hosting or online store hosting, or how about VPS hosting or shared web hosting? Also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. And that's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. You get a quick link to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business, as well as schedule updates, point standings, and quick links to the races as well. On each one of the individual series pages, I have the specific playlist for that series too, if you want to come out and watch the last stream. Good way to find that. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Get this algorithm talking and see people, or get this up in people's feeds. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and smash the bell, man. You get updates of when races are going live here on TurnLeftTV. I just played that song. I need an assistant, huh? Don't you think? See if we can get the point standings up here. I got the top 8. Man. We can fix that. We can fix that. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. Look at that. We're going to just make it a top 10. How about that? We can fix that. There we go. Top 10 in points. Move that around a little bit. A little unprofessional, isn't it? There you go. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. with the points lead there. Dan Chesmore set second. Sean Jacobs third. Gordon Carter fourth. John Stanley fifth. You see Givaldo, Gilmar, Franco, Arthur, and Dennis rounding out the top 10. Dennis Unichin and his brand new paint scheme out here in that 47 truck, man. Wow. Nice looking paint scheme. High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Seals will be back in action on Friday. Race number 5 at Kentucky, a 100-lap race. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is Kentucky in the Bushwhacker Series. Chatter's in here. Wow, who is it? Who's chatting in here tonight? Who is chatting with us tonight? I think it might be Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Givaldo joining us in the chat. So hello to those two guys, and good luck to them tonight. Looks like we got another racer on his way in. So get ready to go to the qualification session. High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. NOLA Motorsports Park, man. I have never broadcast a race there. I have never raced on this track. So that's coming up on November the 11th. 60-minute race, race number 3 of the season. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. These guys are now in the qualification session. While we're waiting on them to get up and running, we'll take a look at the schedule here in the Tough Truck Series. You see, tonight is Charlotte, so we're definitely on the back half of that season. Next week, what a good track that's going to be. Iowa Speedway, 120-lap race. That is going to be a fun one, man. Texas Motor Speedway, Nashville, and Bristol finishing out the season. So on the back half of this season, we're at Lady Charlotte tonight. Looks like Dennis Unichin might be our first truck out here on the track. Artivieta not quite make it in for qual, so he'll have to start in the back of the grid. Waiting to get in. Good to see Arthur. Had a great race with the NASCAR BR guys last night, man. Great race at Michigan. Guys are doing some fun racing on Monday nights right now, and setting themselves up for a new truck series season. Let's see what Unichin's time is here. 31.601 for Unichin. Gordon Carter quickly to the top of the grid with a 3.84. John Stanley right now shown third on the grid here in this 12 truck. Stanley Tools sponsored Ford F-150. Sean Jacobs up to second on the grid. Unichin down to third. Let's see where Stanley, boy, he had a good first sector. 31.414 up to third on the grid for John Stanley. Dan Chesmore, the 00. Blaine's Farm and Fleet sponsor machine. Fast first sector here. Let's see where he lands. Gordon Carter back to the top of the grid. Gonna be really careful coming off turn 4 and through the tri-oval. 31.104 for Dan Chesmore. That is lightning fast there. Wow. Givaldo Spindola in the 83 truck here tonight. 31.528 for Givaldo. Right now 7th on the grid for him. Lopez joining us in the chat session tonight. Coming out and racing with us tonight. Awesome to see Tiago out here. Flavio Arujo in the 11 truck here tonight. 31.104 is the time to beat. Man, it is lightning fast there, but Chesmore. Bardelli Jr. second, Jacobs third. Carter fourth, Stanley right now in the 5th position. Flavio, let's see where he lands. A little bit of work to do out of those first 2 sectors. Now in sector number 3. .32.036 for Flavio in the Toyota. Got another lap in him here. Let's see if those tires will hold up. It looks like he's backed off that. So Dan Chesmore is going to get the top spot there. So congratulations to him. These guys are going to go through the drivers meeting now. So again, thanks for joining us here tonight, and we got a little surprise for you. Let's get this party started. All right, we're back at it here. Again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight here in the Tough Truck Series, High Octane Racing League style. And quals have not officially ended yet. We've got about 2 minutes left to go, but these guys have all qualified. And right now, just waiting on the session to end to give you the final results. Now to give us a chance here to take a look at the track here at Charlotte, located in Charlotte, North Carolina. Beautiful area of the country. It's a tri-oval, man. 1.5 miles in length, one of those not cookie cutters necessarily, but mile and a half. Banking in the turns 24 degrees and through the straights at 5 degrees. I think where you're going to see most of this action if things go awry is off turn 4 and through the tri-oval. Things get so tight there, and I think guys also have a tendency to overdrive through turns 3 and 4 and smack the wall coming off the turn. But also very, very tight through the tri-oval area. It's kind of dangerous to get really, really aggressive in that area of the track. So we are looking at just a little over a minute left in the qualification session. All right, we're back here, and let's take a look at the qualification results. Dan Chesmore qualifies in P1. Look at that time, 31:104. Claudio Bardelli Jr. will start in the second position. Sean Jacobs third. Gordon Carter fourth. John Stanley starts in P5. Tiago Lopez sixth. Dennis Udichin starts in the seventh position. Givaldo Spindola starts 8th. Steve Pierce will start in the 9th spot, and Flavio Arujo starts in P10. P11 will be Artur Vieira. He'll start in P11 tonight, and coming in here just a little bit late. Well, real late for him because it is way late there in Brazil. So we want to say how much we appreciate those guys coming out and racing with us, even though it is super, super late there for those guys. Now these guys are in the warm-up session. Let's take a look at the keys to the race here tonight at Charlotte. I think I got them up. Oh boy, you know, I can't tell you how much I need an assistant. There you go. Charlotte Motor Speedway corner entry, man. It's all about corner entry here. It's really, really bumpy, but setting yourself up for a good transition through the turns. Traffic management, not going to be a huge deal here, I think, tonight with 11 drivers. Throttle control, I think it's of a premium here at Charlotte. Save your tires and make good pit stops. Did I not put turn 4 or through the tri-oval there? Let's just say throttle control is a really important one coming off turn 4 and through the tri-oval, and then also that traffic management. Pit off of turn 4 here tonight. Really going to have to start slowing down there, you know, probably about halfway through turn 3. Turns 3 and 4, that transition between the two. Get yourself down on the apron there pretty quickly to get onto pit lane. So those are my keys to the race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action on Saturday. 60-minute race from NOLA Motorsports Park. I have never broadcast a race or driven. Well, I drove the track just to get some screenshots, but I've never raced at this track. Interesting one, man. Not a bad track, in my opinion. Going to be a lot of fun, I believe, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's coming from 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on November the 11th, right here on TurnLeftTV, the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Don't forget tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. Help me out by clicking on the links down in the description of this race, especially that one over to the SimLab website. I'm an affiliate through them. I have a SimLab rig myself. I have a GT1 Evo. And I love it, man. Really, I do a lot of racing, but I do my broadcasting from the sim rig as well. It was easy to set up, and I've been able to purchase some stuff third party through eBay and so forth. You know, perfect size, fits exactly the way that I would want it to with the sim rig. Same size of metal extrusion. If you've never had metal extrusion, that aluminum profile rig, any stuff like that, man, it's really, really solid, super easy to put together. It's like a big erector set. It's amazing. So please give them a look. If you decide to buy something through them, please use my link. I'd appreciate that. That's a SimLab link there in the description of their race. Check them out. See what they got in store. Well, get your picks in now. Gotta see who's going to picked me to win this race. Virtually no one. Even if I was racing in it. My pick tonight, let's see. I'll tell you what, I'm going to... I am going to pick... My pick is Dan Chessboard tonight. I think he's got what it takes to win this race. He helped build this setup or built the setup, so he's got a little bit of a advantage there as far as laps turned at this place on that setup. So we'll see how it turns out for Dan Chessboard tonight. About 2.5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Don't forget, next week we'll be at Iowa Speedway for a 120-lap race. That is a fun track. Kudos to Alex Cootie for making that track for rFactor 2. I think it's a lot of fun. It's going to be a great one in the truck series. So that's coming up next week. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Iowa Speedway, a fun track here in the Tough Trucks. Just a little under a minute left to go in warm-up. And again, I want to thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on the YouTube channel. All those folks that come out and watch the races. Please share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine. And again, don't forget, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please hit that thumbs up button, man. That gets more people able to see this and puts it in their feeds, and that's part of it right there. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. We'd love to have more subscribers, and smash that bell, man, to get updates when races are going live. And also, you can subscribe to the specific playlist, too, for this series if you want to watch all the races. Well, look at this. It's time. It is time. Let's get this party started here. It's Charlotte tonight in the Tough Truck Series. And it's live right here on TurnLeftTV. So it's time to start those engines. Tighten the belts. Pull yourself up. Grab onto that wheel. And let's get this party started. We'll take a look at the starting order here tonight. Dan Chessboard starts P1. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts outside row 1. Sean Jacobs, Gordon Carter will start in row number 2, P3, P4. Starting at 5th will be John Stanley. Tiago Lopez starts in the 6th position. Dennis Yunchin starts 7th. Givaldo Spindola starts in the 8th position. Starting at 9th is Steve Pierce. Flavio Arujo starts in 10th, and Artur Vieira starts in the 11th position. So Dan Chesmore will lead the field tonight here to take the green flag. And this is going to get loud, man. Gonna get loud. Bardelli Jr. up there fighting the pace car. The pace car is coasting time. What is going on there? The pace car there can't figure out what it wanted to do. Claudio got up on the outside of it, freaked it out. All right, pace car's off. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
It looks like these guys can't figure it out as far as pace car is concerned. Looks like I got kicked out of the race here, so we're waiting on them to get back. Oh, boy. We were waiting on Ritsky Novar. That's what we were doing. We were waiting on Ritsky. I thought Ritsky was going to be racing with us tonight. I think he's scared. So waiting on a driver to get back in here. Oh, he meant to watch. Oh, okay. All right, I think we're ready to rock. All right, let's hope we're ready to rock for real this time. My heavens, man. Do we get the starting order the same? There we go. Dan Chesmore starts P1. Claudio Bardelli Jr. second. Sean Jacobs third. Gordon Carter starts in the fourth position. Starting in P5 will be John Stanley. Tiago Lopez starts sixth. Dennis Schuderson seventh. Givaldo Spindola starts in the eighth position. Starting in ninth is Steve Pierce in the 51 car. Flavio Arujo starts 10th, and Artur Vieta starts in P11. Now, do not pass the pace car. All right. Remember my keys to the race? I should add, don't pass the pace car. What is my keys to the race? Let's turn the chat off. There you go. Corner entry, man. Save those tires. Corner entry really important here. Traffic management. Manage that throttle. Save those tires and make good pit stops. Okay, it's getting dialed in now. I think we got it going. Somebody said, hey, I don't think I'm going to pass the pace car this time. So Chesmore on the inside will lead the field, take the green flag here at Charlotte. This is a bumpy track, man. And again, that outside line, if you're pushing it really hard there through turn 4 and through the trioval, it can get really, really dangerous. Strap yourself in here. Hold on. Be patient. And let's get this bad boy started here.
Green flag, go, go, go.
And we're green. Bardelli Jr. got a good start on the outside. Chesmore challenging on that inside, wanting to hold on to P1. They're side by side through turn 1. Chesmore down below the line just a little bit there, dipping those tires down. Bardelli Jr. Whoa! Way up the track there was Bardelli Jr. Using that speed on the outside line, and now takes the race lead. Chesmore now in second, Jacobs third. Gordon Carter in fourth. Iago Lopez running in P5. John Stanley in the 12 car running in the 7th position. Uchin trying to close in on P5 in the 6th position. Stanley and that Stanley Tools sponsor machine. What a good looking paint scheme that is, huh? Captain Morgan sponsored machine just below Artur Vieta in that 14. So Steve Pierce picking up a spot now in P8. But I tell you what, you got to be careful up on that high line. On board here with Steve Pierce. Get a little bit better on board here for the sound. Little lights, isn't it? What a mess we got going right now. Tiago Lopez starting to move forward. He's running in P4, getting around Gordon Carter. Take a look at that pass there. Lopez on the inside, getting around the 56 car. Picking up a spot. Tell you what, man. Givaldo here in his 83, challenging the 14. Artur Vieta in that 14 truck up on the high line. He has to tuck in. As Givaldo moves up to P7, Archer back to the 8th position. Archer working from the back. Remember, he missed qualifications, so the 14 truck starting from the back. He's moved off, but Givaldo says, hey, man, I'm not ready. Not ready for that stuff. I'm holding on to that spot. Take a look at this. Thiago Lopez and Sean Jacobs. Thiago in a 76 truck on the bottom side and getting by Sean Jacobs in that 24. On board here with Thiago. And Lopez picking up a spot there. Now Flavio Arujo and John Stanley here mixing up. John Stanley, I don't know whether he got some damage or water, maybe it's just in tire save strategy, but now he's dropped back to the 11th position. As the 11 truck, Flavio Arujo now picking up a spot there. Well, right now our leader is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Dan Chesmore has not let him get away though. And the mover right now is Thiago Lopez running in P3. You got to be careful with those tires, though, man. You move up through traffic there, burn the tires up, you're going to pay the price later in the run. But Bardelli Jr. leading the field here in the number 19 truck. Dan Chesmore, the 00, running in second. Thiago Lopez third. Jacobs in the 4th position. Jacobs got that new paint scheme out. Vulcan sponsor machine. Another great paint scheme from Franco Alvarez. What a great job he does on paint schemes. Gordon Carter, man, I'll tell you what, he's stepped up the game as far as painting trucks as well. He's done some great work. And he's right now running in P5. So not only up in the game as far as paint schemes, but up in the game as far as finishing positions too. Did some GT3 racing last weekend at Indy. Got his work cut out for him at NOLA Motorsports Park. Got to give him a shout out. He's got a TurnLeftTV logo on the side of that car. Dennis Yunichin waking up, he said it's like 4 o'clock in the morning there. He is one of our Ukrainian drivers. So we got a battle here now. Look at this, Dan Chesmore to the inside of Claudio Bardelli Jr. Chesmore, Blaine's Farm and Fleet sponsored Chevy Silverado getting around, and Lopez looking like he wants to follow Dan Chesmore through. What in the world is with the camera angles, man? Do we need every single one of those camera angles? My gosh, bro. Bardelli Jr. holding on to that spot. Get a little speed here. Bardelli Jr. climbing up onto the back of Chesmore. Just let him know, hey, I'm here. I am here. These guys are packed together now. That racing has allowed Yunichin and Carter to climb back over to the back of these guys. These guys sort of breakaway here. That is a 6-car breakaway. Bardelli Jr. says, I am not ready to run P2. And he works his way back to the front. Chesmore said something about saving tires, but I don't see that going on right now. He's on the high side. Thiago Lopez on that inside, man. Whoa! Look at this. Thiago Lopez asserting some muscle there. Showing some muscle getting around Chesmore. Lopez now up to P2. He came to win today. 76 truck in P2. Chesmore says, I don't know, man. I'm not ready to give that up. I'm going to get back around. And Chesmore running in the 3rd position, looking out of the front of his truck at Thiago Lopez's machine. What a great battle up front. Sean Jacobs likes what he sees. These guys using their stuff up here. He just got to hang tight, waiting for those guys to come back to him. On board here with that Vulcan-sponsored F-150. Excuse me, Silverado. Oh, my God, I misspoke. He'll never let me hear the end of that one, man. Oh, my gosh. He'll never let me get away with saying that. Novar said he's hoping for some camera work. Hey, we're hoping to do the car set here, man. I'm going to start sending you some trucks, getting a set fixed up for us. He does some great work. Ritzky does some great work, and I don't have the time or the patience for that type of stuff. I can add cars to the car set, but building that stuff's outside my wheelhouse there. And look at this, Dan Chesmore is side by side with Lopez. And Sean Jacobs in this mix too. You got to be really patient here. We got a Toyota leading the thing. We got 3 Silverados right here, 4 Silverados. And Udichin, what's he in? He's in a Silverado as well. He's got a TurnLeftTV logo on that. It can be all bad. Artevieta says, hey, I'm ready to get up here and mix it up with these guys. He is battling Givaldo side by side here. The 14 on the inside. Givaldo up on that outside line in that 83 truck. And the 14 of Artevieta makes that pass. He was a big winner last week at Phoenix. This guy is patient, man. I'll tell you. Patient driver, doesn't panic. Gets himself in a position to win the races. Just when you think that you're running away from this guy, there he is. And he's going to methodically work on those guys up front. He's got a little work to do, about 5.5 seconds down to P6 right now. But a little work to do there for Artevieta. But if these guys keep racing their guts out up here, that's going to make his job a little bit easier. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. is the leader. Chesmore is in second. Kind of get an idea where those guys are relative to the leaders. Look at John Stanley here in the 12 truck. I have a sneaky suspicion that maybe Stanley might have made contact with the wall in that Ford F-150. Now, I don't know who painted that scheme, but that guy is a master. Pretty good at painting trucks, man. Not bad. Or painting cars, I should say. I'm no Franco Alvarez, but I can paint a few. Just took his cup scheme that I painted and modified a little bit to get it to fit with the truck. Looks pretty good. And these guys are nose to tail here, and this is the top 6. Yuchin in that Silverado running in P6, and he's starting to get Sean Jacobs peeking around here. Sean Jacobs says, I'm ready to move forward. He peeks around and doesn't take the bait. How about Steve Pierce in his 51 truck? Captain Morgan spots a machine. He wins. Captain, whoa! Woo, boy, he almost got into the wall right there coming off turn 4. He wins. Captain Morgan for everybody. 51 truck. Another one of those Gordon paint schemes. Gordon Carter does a great job painting as well. He really, he's been so helpful for us. We asked him to be on the board, and he is just grabbed the reins, man. And been so helpful. And he painted up Steve Pierce's machine. That Flavio Orujo, he's right behind in that 11 truck trying to close in on Steve Pierce. And just ahead of Steve is Givaldo, so this guy's spread out just a little bit. And Flavio is about 11 seconds back to the race leader. Take a look at Givaldo here in the 83. Givaldo had a great qualification last night in the NASCAR BR trucks. We raced with him. Sean Jacobs and myself and John Stanley came over and raced with those guys, and we had a fantastic race at Michigan. Those guys doing a little fun racing right now in the trucks on Monday nights at NASCAR BR, and we're racing it up with them, man. We like it. Had a lot of fun. These guys from Brazil like to support High Octane Racing League, so we're paying them back and having some fun, man. Got to really know a little bit more about Danilo Coelho as well, so we enjoyed talking to him last night. So we're looking at maybe Iowa next week. Those guys doing some fun racing, so I tried to convince them to sort of mimic our schedule and to get some free practice in as well. Now these four trucks starting to break away just a little bit, and Bardelli Jr. has not been able to relax because Dan Chesmore is right there. And it's starting to get a little interesting again here for P3. And Sean Jacobs is getting antsy. He's looking on the inside. Running in P4 to 76. Thiago Lopez running into third position. Steve Pierce, Givaldo up the track a little bit, maybe into the wall. Givaldo way up the track. Steve Pierce kicking up in a little dust there at that 51, getting by Givaldo. So Givaldo might have worked his way up through the track a little bit. And Steve Pierce, see right there, Givaldo way up the track, and he might have gotten into the wall. Steve Pierce kicking up a little dust there, trying to get around Givaldo. Givaldo tuck it in the 83. Steve Pierce picking up a position, now up to P8. Now he's going to set his sights on Artavieta in that 14 truck. And I got to believe that Artavieta's got some damage to this truck. I mean, this is just not like Artavieta. He is about 7.5 seconds back to P6. I just have a feeling that he is waiting for pit stops to get some repairs done to that machine. Wouldn't it be nice if RF2 had visible damage other than something with the shaders showing some discoloration, some refraction? I mean, it's got to make you nervous. I know when you're leading or you're ahead of somebody and they're that close behind you and you know they're just as fast as you, it's got to make you a little nervous. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know when they're going to push the issue, and you see Sean Jacobs pushing the issue right now, running in on the inside there, side by side with Thiago Lopez, and Sean Jacobs going to pick up that spot. As Lopez trying to do that crossover move in that Orange Army number 76 Chevy Silverado. And Jacobs going to pull off that pass and now maybe set his sights on that front too. And this Vulcan sponsor machine now up to the third position. That was a good battle there between those guys. Go back and take a look at that pass. It's Jacobs to the inside there. Good side-by-side racing. This is a good, clean pass. He'd been working on this for a little bit. Peeking out there on that inside to try to get around Thiago. And a good little battle here between the 24 and the 76. And that Vulcan sponsor machine now jumps up to P3. Looks like Gordon Carter here started to peek around a little bit too. He's got some oomph in the tank there. Now maybe Thiago has used up his stuff a little bit, but Gordon Carter at 56, he will try to repeat what Sean Jacobs just did. Dennis Hughes on the inside, giving the 56 a little bit of a push there. Udichin in the... oh, man, that's tight right there. Wow. Dennis Hughes now running in P5, but I think he's side by side with Lopez, though. 47 truck to the inside as Gordon Carter pulls off that pass, and now the 47 trying to find the room to scooch up there, and not able to do it here so far. They're still side by side through the tri-oval. Oh boy, it's getting antsy right there. Whoa, busy, busy, busy. Lopez backs off, gives Udichin the, oh, look at that. What's that say right there? Oh, man, isn't that nice right there? Check that out. That is awesome. I just noticed that on the back of his spoiler. I can't fly the camera over there. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh, man, that guy's awesome. So now he's up to the 5th position. Lopez falling back to P6. I got to be thinking green flag pit stops are coming fairly soon here. My heavens, man. These guys been getting after it for a while now. And this thing's tough on tires. This track is tough, tough, tough on tires. Well, Bardelli Jr. and Chesmore have left the field there behind, and these guys out there by themselves now. All that racing with those guys allowed these two to pull away. Now it's a two-man battle here on lap 37. Sean Jacobs lead that second pack. Pack of 3. Jacobs in the 24. 56, Gordon Carter. And the 47 of Dennis Udichin. That's 3, 4, 5. Udichin's starting to peek around there. I don't think Udichin's going to push the issue too hard here on Gordon Carter. These guys race a lot of laps together. And I don't see that happening. Now Lopez has dropped back a little bit. I can't help but think that maybe there might be some... maybe he's got some damage to that machine. He has fallen off here fairly quickly. Now about 2 seconds back to P5. Yeah, maybe he's saving some fuel. Maybe he's saving tires here. Maybe he's looking at a pit stop strategy race. John Stanley, the 12, starting to move up here. Now battling Flavio. And it looks like John Stanley going to pick up that spot. Lopez there dropping down. Says he got off track there for a second. Take a look and see what happened. Oh, he hit that outside wall. He hit the outside wall through the grass. Flavio hit that outside wall, man. So tires probably gone on that truck. That's the issue right there. Does a good job of keeping it out of the wall the second time. But let's take a look at this again. He gets up the track right here, and he is going to hit this outside wall. It comes across the infield grass through the tri-oval and does a great job not panicking, and now gets the car back out there. So I think either tires were worn out or maybe he had some more contact earlier that we didn't catch. But the 76 truck now hoping for a caution flag or to get some pit stops here fairly soon to get some stuff done to that machine. Look at this, the 56 car, 56 truck of Gordon Carter now going to get around Sean Jacobs. So now we're starting to see those guys that are getting a little bit of better tire wear. And now Dennis Udichin trying to get around Sean Jacobs. Udichin on the inside. Sean Jacobs up on the outside line. See those two guys battling it out. And Sean Jacobs now going to fall back to P5 as Udichin takes over the 4th position. Well, I don't know what these guys got. Tires on steroids right now. Dan Chesmore starting to give it a peek there in the 00. as we've had some changing of position here. Thiago Lopez probably the most shocking here so far, as he made hard contact with the outside wall. And I suspect there was probably earlier contact. Take a look at Art Vieta, and I think he probably had some contact early in this race. And he finds himself running 12 seconds back to the race leader in the 7th position. Starting to close in a little bit on Thiago Lopez. We know Lopez has got some damage, so Art Vieta hoping to pick up another spot here. Doing caution free here of lap 44. As the 19 of Claudio Bardelli Jr. is leading. Take a look at our side-by-side view here. Bardelli Jr. Leading, and we're taking a look at Steve Pierce running in the 8th position. Just behind him is John Stanley, so that battle's starting to tighten up. And I think Steve Pierce might have been into the wall a little bit earlier. Those tires burgered up there, and it looks like John Stanley going to get by and take over the 8th position as Steve Pierce running in P9. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Look at this battle here for P1 as we're advertising the GT3 coming up. What a battle! Side by side here on lap 46. The 00 and the 19. I think somebody gets that position on me right there. I'm just going to let them have it. But I'm not the driver that Claudio Bardelli Jr. is. That is for sure. Go back and take a look at this data, or this battle here. Bardelli Jr. still holding his own on the outside. These guys coming up with some lap traffic, so you know something's got to give. Something has got to give here. As Bardelli Jr. reclaiming that spot, he says, I'm not ready to give it up, man. I'll let you have the low line, but I'm going to take that high line and battle. 47 laps in, these guys racing hard. Art Vieta now closing in on Thiago Lopez. And I don't know what happened to Lopez. He might have come down pit lane. Lopez there actually looked like he might have warped backwards there. Take a look at Lopez. Take a look and see what happened here. Oh, yeah, he warped backwards. That could have been part of his problem. What a tough break there for Lopez. Only lost a position, though, but warped a little bit. Now you get a little gun shy. It was an easy pass there for Art Vieta. Sean Jacobs and Gordon Carter here getting after it again. So Gordon Carter and Dennis Udichin both got by Sean Jacobs. Udichin in the 47 makes that pass. Jacobs sliding up the track in the 24. And these guys are now racing pretty hard here. The three of these guys here 50 laps in, halfway. Wow, like some good racing there. Yeah, Udichin, Sean Jacobs and Dennis Udichin. Look at this battle here. Sean Jacobs down to the inside, and Dennis Udichin. Udichin not ready to give up that spot. These guys getting after it. Man, this is a great battle here. 24 indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane here fairly soon. That's going to That might change the game here a little bit. Some of these guys. Jacobs indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So now we're hearing them all indicating coming down pit lane here. So pit stops have started. Sean Jacobs off the track to come down pit lane. Bardelli Jr. is the leader. He's coming down pit lane. Chesmore coming down pit lane. It's going to get interesting here. Wow. And Bardelli Jr. has to be on that inside because Chesmore's up on the outside there on pit lane. And this is going to be an interesting situation here coming off pit lane. We'll watch this. We're going to watch Chesmore and Bardelli Jr. I think we're focused on Bardelli Jr. here, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that battle there. Oh, wow. Little squirrely there for the 19 truck on that apron as they exit pit lane. Back up onto the track, and those guys still nose to tail. Wow, man. And Dennis Shudichin is shown as the race leader, but he's on pit lane. Thiago Gomez on there. He's probably taking quite a bit of service. He's going to take a lot of service here. I think he had some pretty significant contact with that right side wall, so I would suggest he's going to be on pit lane there for a bit. So green flag pit stops. Be interested to see how this shakes out. Unichin looks like he comes back out in the third position. Jacobs fourth. Carter is fifth. How did that affect Vieira? He's only 4.5 seconds down to P5 now. It is really a battle between those front two. Bardelli Jr. has really come out smelling pretty good here with a decent little lead. About a half a second lead over Chesmore. Chesmore's smart enough. He's below the 12 car trying to get around John Stanley. John Stanley now going one lap down in the lucky dog position. But he might be doing a little tire save strategy. He realizes we had a long green flag run here. We went past halfway. And now finding himself trying to close in on Bardelli Jr. and maybe use fresher tires. Save those tires a little bit. Let Bardelli Jr. eat them up there. Trying to extend that lead. And slowly reel him in. Bardelli Jr. has 4/10 right now on Dan Chesmore. Good battle there, man. We've been caution-free here. In case you just joined us, we are at Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight. Caution-free here in the Tough Truck Series. And Chesmore is closing in. On board here with Dan Chesmore running in P2. Just ahead of him is Bardelli Jr. Chesmore really working that wheel. It is bumpy here at Charlotte. Sean Jacobs and Dennis Unichin. Unichin's a little squirrely there through the tri-oval area. Sean Jacobs in the 24 up on the high line. The 47, Unichin on that bottom line. And Sean Jacobs going to pick up that spot. Unichin now back to the fourth position is Sean Jacobs now up to P3. Gordon Carter back there kind of by himself right now in at 56. He's running in P5. .59 laps in. John Stanley in that lucky dog position. Thiago Lopez is the last car on the lead lap. We'll take a look at him. Gotten the damage fixed on that machine. Now back on track, running into 7th position. Vieta now 3.7 seconds back to Gordon Carter. Got in front of Vieta's machine as Givaldo just ahead in the 83 truck. Going to give Arthur a lot of room. And he gets a good run there on the outside. Givaldo in the 83 truck, running in the 10th position. His qual times, his finishing positions have all improved dramatically. Last night, we thought he was going to get the pole position. And just at the last, got beat out there for the pole. But man, I tell you what, that racecraft is bumping up a notch, or 2, or 3. Wouldn't that be a big deal there? Givaldo gets a win here at High Octane Racing League. That'd be a popular win. A lot of guys really like Givaldo. He's one of the nicest guys out there on the track, man. Shows up early. Gets a practice in through the week. Greets everybody. Shows up on the live streams, greeting everybody. So, got a lot going for him. Very popular driver. Take a look at Sean Stanley here in this 12 truck. Lucky dog position. Looking out of the front of his machine. You see that front too. So he's in the right spot right now. And he has got about 9 seconds over P9. And that would be Steve Pierce, who would be next in line for that lucky dog spot. Stanley pretty fast here. Might have had some contact with the wall earlier in the race that put him off pace a little bit. He's been playing some catch-up. He was running back there in P11 for a little bit. Now finds himself in the 8th position. This front two, man, they've been around each other all night. That is Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Dan Chesmore. P1, P2. Bardelli Jr. had a little bit better pit sequence than Chesmore did, but Dan Chesmore has reeled him in and closed that gap. And he's going to let Bardelli Jr. know he's there. Take a look at Steve Pierce here in the 51 truck, Captain Morgan sponsor machine. Just ahead of him is the 4th place, or the 5th place truck, Gordon Carter, right there on the track anyway. And Steve Pierce running in the 9th position. He's 1 lap down. Take a look at Gordon Carter here in the 56 truck. Gordon running in P5. Just ahead of him, Dennis Udichin. Sean Jacobs in this mix too. Good wad of trucks here. Bunch of Silverados. And that pack of 3 there led by Sean Jacobs running in the 3rd position. 24 truck, good looking paint scheme there. Brand new paint scheme for him. That's got to make you nervous, man. I mean, when you got somebody, you know, you're driving your guts out right now, and you got somebody who's right there, that has got to make you a little bit nervous. As you see, Udichin is starting to give it a peek there. Dennis Udichin is starting to peek around. Take a look at Flavio Ruggio in the 11 truck. He is running 2 laps down in the 11th position. And I don't know if he's had the race he's wanted. You know, it really looked like he had some damage early on in the race, and he's kind of found that he's not been able to recover much from that. He needed some caution flags, and we haven't had any of those yet. Here we are 70 laps in, caution free. Now running up on some lap traffic there. You see Thiago Lopez now 1 lap down. He's trying to hold that steady on the outside. Bardelli Jr. is going to be really careful as he gets around and kind of try to use that 76 truck for a little bit of a draft push to inch ahead of the 00 truck. But Dan Chesmore was ready to take that position. And now Lopez is in a lucky dog position. As the front 2 get by. And I have a feeling Chesmore here with maybe, what are you looking at? Maybe with 15 to go or so is going to really start pushing the issue. I think Dan is just looking for an opening right now. Kind of rest, here, but he's saying, hey, if I get an opening, I'm going to take it. He's letting Bardelli know that he's there. And this will wear you out. I mean, I feel more comfortable being in the position that Dan is in right now than being in the position that Claudio is. Because Claudio has got to keep his eye ahead and behind. Chesmore doesn't really have to worry about anything from behind. Chesmore can only needs to focus on what's in front of him. So I think the advantage, at least in my mind, is the guy who's in P2 right now. I mean, I know how I feel if somebody's following me this closely. I'm looking out of the back of my truck and I see this right here. I am laser focused on that. And I'll tell you what, you lose your focus on the track at this place for just a split second and you're in the wall. Especially coming off turn 4 and through the tri-oval area. Take a look at Dennis Udichin here running in the 4th position. Just ahead of him, Sean Jacobs. They're rolling up on a little bit of lap traffic here. Little lap traffic right there with the 11. That's Flavio Ruggio and Sean Jacobs get by on the bottom side. Dennis Udichin going to follow him through. And Gordon Carter also in this mix. So Dennis having a good night here, running in the 4th position. Good points night for the Ukrainian. Sean Jacobs, one of our Pennsylvania drivers. I've been racing with Sean Jacobs since somewhere around 2003, 2004-ish in High Octane Racing League. I mean, that's how we met. And good to see him still in the business, huh? Sporting the paint scheme, the 24 Vulcans, Cal U Vulcans sponsor, number 24, Silverado. Gordon Carter, one of our Canadian drivers. And a high place moving, sponsored Chevy Silverado. Running in the 5th position. So good top 5 run for him. Fairly new here to High Octane Racing League. Just joined, like earlier this year, late last year, somewhere around there. And really has joined the fold, man. I'll tell you, he has done a great job for us. Painting cars, advice. Look at this. Now he's giving Dennis Uderchin a little bit of business right now. Gordon Carter giving Uderchin a little bit of business here, and this is for the 4th spot. Uderchin using that outside line. Gordon Carter on the inside. This is through the tri-oval. Gordon Carter trying to find that space to get around Uderchin. Not able to do it. First met Dennis Uderchin, I think, when he was racing Indy cars in one of our series. And here he is, racing trucks with us, racing stock cars with us. And I don't think this is over here. Uderchin leaving that opening. Gordon Carter starting to peek around there on that inside. Good battle here. This battle has not gone away either. These guys, just like we left them, nose to tail. Uderchin starting to peek around on that outside line now too. Take a look at that battle there, that P3, P4, P5 battle. On the right side screen, Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Dan Chesmore still battling it out for P1. As I was saying, don't forget the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action on Saturday, November the 11th from NOLA Motorsports Park. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. NOLA. I've never been to this track, man. Never broadcast a race there. Never raced a race in this track. And it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. I think it's going to be a great one. High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will be back in action on Friday. Race number 5 of the season. They'll be at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Or I should say Kentucky Speedway. For a 100-lap race. This guy's getting around some lap traffic there. And it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's coming up at 9 p.m. on November the 10th. And, of course, as always, on Saturday, we have Kentucky Speedway and the Saturday Night Thunders. They are going to be at Kentucky for race number 4 of the season. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so a lot of racing here at High Octane Racing League. We have a lot of fun with it. Come on out and join us. There's a link down in the description of the race to join us on our Discord server. You can also join us at highoctaneracing.net. We've got a quick link there as well to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business. A lot of people use Discord. A lot of racing leagues use Discord. I didn't even know what it was, a couple of years ago. Somebody said something about Discord. I was like, I have no idea what that is. Now I hear I'm running a league from it. John Stanley picking up a position there. It looked like Tiago Lopez has had some more trouble. Maybe some more connection issues as Lopez dropping back there again, it looks like. So he's had some a couple of times where he's warped backwards. So interesting out of Tiago Lopez. Hopefully we can try to get that worked out for him. "87 laps in. We are approaching 10 to go. And we have been caution-free here tonight. I told you what I think's going to happen. I think Dan Chesmore's going to wait, somewhere around 10 to go and start making a move. Start pushing a little bit hard. It could turn out really good or it could turn out really bad. Claudio's a smart, cagey veteran driver. Dan Chesmore, smart, cagey veteran driver. Both these guys can be a little aggressive when they want to be. If you're Claudio, you want to protect. If you're Dan Chesmore, you want to find an opening. You want to attack. Chesmore might try to wait a little bit later. Try to, maybe not give Claudio enough time to recover if he does make a pass, to try to make a pass back on it. If it were me and I were in Claudio's position, I'd say, let's get this race over right now. I want it to be over now. I want the win. Of course, he might not be as excited about race wins as what I would be, since I don't hardly ever win. Getting some more people joining us here watching as well. So thanks to all those folks watching here late in the race. Good two-way battle here. This is for the race lead. And we've been caution-free. 91 laps in. Bardelli Jr. the leader. Dan Chesmore in second. We got Jacobs, Uderchin, and Carter running in a pack of three for P3, 4, 5. Go back and look at those guys there running in that little pack there for the third position. Jacobs right now in P3. Uderchin in fourth. Carter's in fifth. And those guys are going to have their battle of their own. I mean, they got around Tiago Lopez. He's now back to the eighth position. John Stanley up to P7. Sixth is Arthur Vieira. He's about 4.5 seconds down to P5. 93 laps in. These guys aren't messing around tonight, man. It's been caution-free. This is interesting, too, because they pitted just past halfway. And now you're looking at some old tires here, too, so you can't get too frisky. Can't get too frisky here. I think Chesmore has the advantage. I really do. And he's starting to inch. You can just feel the adrenaline now. You can feel the intensity picking up the pace here a little bit. Kicking it up a notch. You can definitely feel the intensity picking up here. As Chesmore starting to hug that white line, giving it a little bit of a peek. Cross the start-finish line will be on lap 96. Scheduled to go 100 here tonight. Chesmore see him inching down to that bottom side there. Letting Claudio know he's there. And these guys starting to roll up on some lap traffic here just to throw a little bit of a another variable at it. This will be interesting here as these guys now on lap 97. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 3 to go. as these guys starting to close in on some lap traffic. Does Unich? Oh, no. There's contact right there. Chesmore getting into Bardelli Jr. There was contact. Now they're side by side, and now here's what's going to happen here. Let's see what this is how this is going to shake out. Bardelli Jr. Oh, there's contact there with the 00 and the 19. Dan Chesmore rooted him up out of the way, it looked like. Now you got some lap traffic in the way. What's the 11 truck do? And that's gonna help Chesmore. He had that plan, didn't he? Chesmore down to the race lead. Across the start-finish line, we have 2 to go. Dan Chesmore pushed the 19 truck and rooted him up out of the way. Side by side, Bardelli Jr. pinched him a little bit, trying to get that spot back. Said, I'm going to return the favor. Steve Pierce gets up out of the way. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 1 to go. Does Bardelli Jr. have enough time to get back up there? To Dan Chesmore. Oh, Bardelli Jr. into the wall. Oh, no! Contact with the wall. Those guys wreck. Jacobs is going to get around. Those guys wrecked. My heavens, Bardelli Jr. got up into the wall, bounced off the wall, got down into Dan Chesmore. And Sean Jacobs might be in the driver's seat here. Where's Bardelli Jr.? No, Bardelli Jr. is still the race leader. And Bardelli Jr. gets the win. My heavens, what happened there? Oh! And there was a little bit of extracurricular. And the 19 and the 00 got into one another. What in the world? That was a crazy sequence here. Look at this. Bardelli Jr. says, oh, I didn't try to get him back. Goes up to the outside, runs out of room right here. Chesmore getting a little bit high there up to against the wall as well. And then those guys get together. They're far enough ahead. And Bardelli Jr. gets the truck going here. My heavens! And makes it around. And we'll take a look at this result here as the 19 works his way around and gets the win here at Charlotte. My heavens, man. What a crazy, crazy race. And then a little bit of a kiss there from the 00 truck. A little kiss there. Wow, what a crazy end to that race. My heavens, man. Wow. I can't believe it. Let's take a look at the final results. Claudio Bardelli Jr. ends up getting the win. My gosh. Sean Jacobs finishes second. Dan Chesmore third. Finishing in fourth is Gordon Carter. Dennis Schuchen finishes in the fifth position. Archer Vieta sixth. John Stanley seventh. Tiago Lopez finishes eighth. Team Pierce ninth. And Javaldo Spindola finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11 is Flavio Orujo. So congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. on getting the win. Look at that. I got a little bit of a screenshot right there that's got so congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. on getting the win. Hey, don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder will be in action. Kentucky Speedway coming up. 100-lap race number 4 on Saturday night. Some Cup Series racing from Kentucky. It's going to be a fun one. Claudio, those guys had to leave, man. It is really, really late there in Brazil. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning there. High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action. NOLA Motorsports Park. A 60-minute race on Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And that'll be a fun one. It'll be a live broadcast, man. Some GT3 Series stuff. I've never been at NOLA Motorsports Park, so excited for this one. High Octane Racing League will be, the Bushwhacker Series will be at Kentucky Speedway for a 100-lap race number 5 of the season. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Well, what a great race it was. Interesting finish, that's for sure. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Share my videos with all your friends. And I'm going to go chat to these guys about the end of this race, man. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you later. I'm out of here.